Hey everyone, I am livecamant coming at you once again with another unique live camera from the other side of the planet. This one even more unique than normal. This camera is from within China, which is very, very rare. For a long time they took down all of their live cameras, and now this is a CCTV camera, so it is run by the government. And it is on rather a unique location that I would not have expected, but I'm so happy I found it and I really want to share it with you. But before we get to that, do me a huge favor, people, and hit that subscribe button below. And if you can, throw me a thumbs up. What that does is it really helps the YouTube algorithm to find my videos and share them with more people. And believe me, the stuff that I've got coming in the upcoming weeks and months deserves to be shared. But for now, let's take a look at what we've got here. And I know you're saying, wow, this is another one of livecamant's boring videos. Well, yes and no. Let's make it full screen so we can see it better. Now, this is the Guangzhou train station, the main train station. As you can see, there are a metric crap ton of lines. There are a bunch of platforms. We can see the ends of the platforms here. Now this here, I wasn't sure if that was a water spot, or I think that could possibly be just be them blurring the information, that particular spot on the camera, just because that is a train station. Like, I'm really surprised to even see this, to be honest, in China, them showing a rail yard like this. I would see that as information they would not want to share, but I'm thankful they did, and in particular because it's the Guangzhou train station. I can honestly say, without a word of a lie, that I have been to this train station easily over 100 times in my life, possibly 200, maybe even more than that. There was a long period of time where I lived in Shenzhen, but I worked for a company in Guangzhou. And whereas I didn't always have to work in Guangzhou, I would often have to travel for work to different cities, and that would be done from Guangzhou. For example, if I was going to if I was going to work for a few days in Changsha, they would book me flights from Guangzhou to Changsha, and then I would just take the high-speed train to get from Shenzhen to Guangzhou. Shenzhen, my hometown in China, is 3 hours away from Guangzhou, but the high-speed trains travel at 300 kilometers an hour. So it's a 1-hour trip to get from Shenzhen to Guangzhou, which is very, very nice. The trains are incredibly comfortable. I would be incredibly happy to be able to see one pull up today. I have been watching this camera for a while now, and I've seen a couple passenger trains go by and things like that, but I haven't seen yet one of the high-speed trains go by. It's such an amazing thing, that the difference. I've taken the hard wooden seated trains, I've taken the sleeper trains, and I've taken the high-speed trains, and the high-speed trains are just night and day between any other type of transportation. As opposed to being crammed in with a ton of other people, you've got 2 people on either side of the aisleways. There's no squishing in. They're very clean. They're very modern. They're selling snacks, food. There's bathrooms. There's restaurant cars, things like this. There is first class. It really is. It's a truly, truly comfortable. It is so much easier, cheaper, and more stress relieving than flying. I hate flying. I've flown so much in my life. I hope I never fly again, other than to get back to China. If I can take high-speed trains for the rest of my life, I'm happy. I enjoy them that much. Now here, you can see that they've got all these platforms. Now these platforms are really unique because not only do they have underground connections between all the platforms, but they also have over-the-top connections as well. So for example, when they're letting people in to load the trains, they'll have them all go over the top, for example, on one train track, and then have the people getting off come off the bottom. Okay, here we go. This is one of the high-speed trains. Now keep in mind, this is not the super high-speed train. This is not the 700 or 800 kilometer an hour one. This one is only the 300, only 300 kilometer an hour train. And believe me, it is pure luxury. It is so nice to travel on. It's not quite as pointy as its longer distance counterparts, but this little 1 hour train ride takes you from Shenzhen to Guangzhou in a trip that on the old train would take 4 hours, at least, possibly more, because it's 300 kilometers away, and the slower train would be stopping in little cities along the way. Keep in mind that this is an hour trip, and it stops in several locations, different cities along the way. I'm really glad that we got to see that, actually, because I was getting kind of worried. Like I said, I'd seen a couple of the old slow passenger trains, but I hadn't seen one of the high-speed trains yet. But it is really a pity that they do blur this out here. Now, if we had a train come up to this particular platform, that would be all right, because then we'd be able to get a really good view of it. But yeah, I suppose they are somewhat concerned about security, or it could just be a bird pooped on the camera. You never know. It could literally be as simple as that. But in any case, I wanted to share this camera with you. Like I said, I'm glad we got to see the high-speed train pulling through. That's awesome. That's what I was hoping for. Railfans, Trainspotters, I'm going to leave the link below in the description so you guys can come back here and check this out, because I'm sure if you watch this long enough, you're going to see a wealth of freight trains, passenger trains, high-speed trains. This is a huge, huge train station. So much traffic goes through this place. I'm not sure what's going on these days. Normally I would expect to see a lot more. Oh, here's the return train going to Shenzhen. There it is. Look at that. That's the high-speed train going in the other direction. Nine cars. Away it goes. I'll be back again soon, my friend. I'll be back again soon. Love it. Really, like I said, really happy that this camera is back online, or this site is back online, and this camera is available, because this is awesome. Oh, look at that. Looks like we've got another train pulling up here now, too. You know, this guy looks like he's stopping. This on this track would be one of the older passenger trains. A couple of people down here. What do you guys do? You hitch a ride? Clean this off. Clean the bird poop. Clean the bird poop, dudes. Yeah, it could be some time. That passenger train just pulled up, so he will be offloading his passengers there and then continuing on to Shenzhen. So cool. I may actually take a couple of the slow train rides as well. They are an experience. There's something to feel, something to have that kind of janky clickety clackety feeling, unlike the high-speed trains. But anyway, that's where I'm going to leave you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish we had seen more trains, but at least I'm glad we got to see the ones we did. And again, follow the link in the description below. Go watch trains. Be happy. We will see you in the next video.